Hello, people. This is the Digest TV, and today I'll be looking at common mistakes that even experienced poultry farmers are often making. Common mistakes that even experienced poultry farmers are often making. If you have not done so, please go ahead right now to subscribe to this channel. And I also wanted to share to as many farmers as possible. I have a very personal mandate to do a lot of help for farmers on this channel to make a success of every form of farming business. And so, if you have not done so, go right away and subscribe to the channel, and also try to share to other farmers so that they can also benefit from this informative presentation. Common mistakes that even experienced poultry farmers are often making. I'm going to share about 10 common mistakes that even the so-called experienced poultry farmers are making right now, or they might even make tomorrow, next month, whatever. Number one, inadequate biosecurity. Inadequate biosecurity. I always maintain to farmers in most of my seminars and even my write-ups that the secret of productivity in any livestock production business is biosecurity. Biosecurity. Neglecting to implement strict biosecurity measures can lead to the spread of diseases within the flock. All of the time, even the experienced poultry farmers are making these mistakes. I've been to several farms. You see that just when you discuss with them about some biosecurity steps, you go back maybe about 3 months later, maybe the first week after you have discussed with them, the first week, the second week, maybe the first 2 months. By the third month, they begin to wane in that practice because maybe somehow they have some respite within the flock, no casualty, not much problem. So they begin to let go some of the biosecurity measures that they were supposed to be taking on constant basis. Even common food dip. Let's take example, common food dip before you enter the pen or before you enter the farm. You see that maintaining that food dip or even vehicle dip is very, very difficult for even experienced farmers. So these are common mistakes that you need to take control of. If you're a new farmer, you can benefit a lot from this video too, because it means that the mistakes that experienced poultry farmers are making, you are now aware of it, and you don't want to make those mistakes. Inadequate biosecurity is a very common mistake among even experienced poultry farmers today. So take care of that, and you can be confident that diseases will not surprise you from time to time. Number two common mistakes that even experienced poultry farmers are making is poor ventilation. Poor ventilation. Improper ventilation can cause respiratory issues among the birds due to buildup of ammonia and humidity. These are probably well known to many of the experienced poultry farmers, but the problem is the practice. The practice. You may know that, oh, it's not good to have poor ventilation, but are you constantly ensuring this? Because the tendency is that after some time, you seem to forget that the danger of poor ventilation, that you have to consciously make sure that your poultry farm is well ventilated so that you don't have buildup of ammonia and humidity. And, you know, when you have a bit of ammonia, it can lead to a lot of respiratory problems and even other issues in your pen. So this is a very common mistake among even experienced poultry farmers: poor ventilation. Number 3, overstocking. Overstocking. Having too many birds in a confined space can result in stress, poor hygiene, and increased risk of disease transmission. I want you to look at that again. Overstocking is a very common mistake that even experienced poultry farmers are making. And you know that if you have overstocking, it can result in stress. I've told you, when your birds are stressed, they divert your money to keeping themselves alive rather than using your money to produce egg or to produce chicken meat for you. You just divert the money that, look, I got to stay alive before I produce anything. So you want to minimize stress as much as possible. You want to take care of poor hygiene as much as possible. And you want to reduce the risk of disease transmission. But when you have overstocking, you cannot prevent this. So overstocking is a common mistake you have to do away with. From time to time, you have to be conscious of it. Let me quickly tell you a story about a farmer. It's late now. He told me a time when he was planning to get a loan, and because of that, he went ahead and built and requested for DO chicks for a particular space, thinking that by the time they get to a certain stage, they will have gotten the loan to expand the building and spread the beds. But unfortunately, the loan did not come. So as the beds were growing, there was, of course, overstocking. They were crowded. The place was overcrowded, and the beds were dying almost every day. It came to a time, he said, Doctor, look, I could not go to my farm. I was afraid that what will I meet on the farm today? In fact, he said at the time most of his workers stopped coming because they thought maybe he did some juju and now it's having repercussions because the birds were dying en masse. So overstocking is a problem. So you have to do your planning very well and make sure that you prevent the problem of overstocking from time to time. This is the Digest TV. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Deji-Folutile. Subscribe to this channel right now if you have not done so, and please share this video to as many farmers as possible. And I'm also wanting to make comments below on any area of farming that you want me to do a video on. I'll do that. I've been in the industry for over 34 years, and I can confidently tell you that I have the information that you need to scale your poultry farmer or any type of farming business you are doing wherever. So you can make a comment below on any area of farming you want me to talk about. And I also want you to try and watch the video to the end so that at the end of the day, I'm going to announce a gift for you that will also help you to succeed more in your farming business. I also advise that you share this video, watch the video with your team from time to time so that you can take care of these common mistakes once and for all. Number 4, very important point, neglecting nutrition. Oh, you might say, oh, how can I neglect nutrition? I know that I have to feed my birds now. I know, but it's not just about that. It's about failing to provide balanced and appropriate nutrition is a mistake that is also common with experienced poultry farmers, because by the time you begin to have increased prices of feed, so farmers think they can compromise. They want to compromise, and unfortunately, if you compromise in the area of nutrition, you go to pay the price. So failing to provide balanced and appropriate nutrition can lead to poor growth, low egg production, and health issues. So many times when you have problem on the farm, you have to look at the nutrition. Are you actually feeding these birds with balanced and appropriate nutrition? You look at, because once you compromise in the area of nutrition, you begin to have problem with growth, egg production begin to go down, and then of course, when the birds are not well fed, they are susceptible to diseases, because the immune level will begin to go lower and lower, and then most of the time you see them coming down with certain infections. Number 5, lack of monitoring. Lack of monitoring. Anything you do that you don't monitor, you are making a lot of mistake. And this is very common. You know, some farmers just feel that they can do farming business with remote control, or you feel that you have been in the farming industry for 10 years, and so you understand everything, and then you now stop monitoring. So monitoring is something you have to do on a constant basis. Not regularly observing and assessing the flock health can result in late detection of diseases, making treatment less effective. You want to be very observant so that at the slightest appearance of any disease problem, you want to take action. Is teach in time, saves 9. So you want to take action. So you can only do this if you are constantly monitoring through observation and assessing the flock health on constant basis. Monitoring is an area where even experienced farmers are making mistakes. Number 6, inadequate housing maintenance. Inadequate housing maintenance is also a very common mistake. Neglected maintenance of your cages, or whatever you are, if you are doing deep litter, or you are doing battery cage, or you are in broiler production, you have some equipment, you have the housing to maintain. If you don't do that, it can lead to unsanitary conditions, and of course, where we are again, increased disease risk. Diseases are the enemies of any type of livestock farmer. Once you have disease prevalence in your farm, you'll be wasting money to use drugs. And then, of course, you know, drugs, well, as good as they are, they also have consequences. They have side effects. And one of the time, they lower the productivity of your beds. That's why when you do some antibacterial treatment on your beds, it's going to cause a kind of a dip in production, you know, at least for them to get to it. And before they pick up again, you have lost days. You know, you can't afford to joke with that. So you need to make sure that your housing is well maintained. Mistakes in this area, they are very, very common, even among experienced poultry farmers. Number 7, ignoring record keeping. This is a very common mistake that even experienced poultry farmers are making from time to time. And if you are a new farmer, you need to learn from this. Having good record keeping will save you a lot of stress and will give you a lot of benefits. I'm going to make a video on that anytime from now, on the power of record keeping, what it can do for you, the benefits of it. Not maintaining proper records of flock health, production, and feed can hinder decision-making and improvements. Look that word. Can hinder decision-making and improvements. If you're not taking proper record on your flock health, on production, on feed, this will hinder decision-making and improvement. So don't ignore record keeping. When I say ignoring record keeping, it does not mean, oh, I'm keeping record now. No. Anything you can't do consistently cannot have beneficial effect in your business. In consistency lies the power. Anything you know how to do, that is beneficial, the way to benefit from it is to be consistent in doing it. That's why I love the word practice. Practice is a very powerful word. It's a very powerful word. I tell people, you are doing something as a practice to be skillful in any area, whether in business or in life. Somebody, let's say you have two people that are doing it. One person, I'm doing this practice. I'll do it once a week. I'll do it for 1 hour or 2 hours once a week. I say, look, I'm going to do it 5 minutes every day. That person doing it 5 minutes every day constantly will become more skillful than you that does it only 1, 2 or 2 hours per week. So in consistency lies the power. So you have to do your record keeping on daily basis. It should be part of the way you assess your farm managers or whoever is leading your team, your farm. Record keeping is very important. In my business, I get reports on record on daily basis. You know, things are very easy now with technology. You're having the same WhatsApp group with your team, make you accessible to reports on daily basis. On daily basis. So don't ignore record keeping. Number 8, improper handling. Improper handling. Rough handling of birds can cause stress. Here we are again, stress, injuries, and reduce overall well-being. Even experienced farmers make mistakes in this area. Either through them or not enforcing it with their team that, look, when you are handling my birds, you need to do it carefully, because any form of stress on your birds is going to be counterproductive. So you don't want rough handling of birds, because this can cause stress. It can even result in injuries or reduce overall well-being. And when you have this, what does it affect? Productivities. What does it affect? Profitability. And when you are not making profit, remember I said, the first rule of business success is to make profits. So all of these things will lead to profit loss at the end of the day. This is the Digest TV. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Deji-Folutile. If you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And I also want you to share with other farmers. And I also want you to take time to look at this video from time to time, so that you and your team can master it and take care of area of mistakes, so that you can create miracles on your farm. I'm talking on common mistakes that even experienced poultry farmers are often making. Number 9, inadequate pest or rodent control. Inadequate, let me say, rodent control. Not managing rodents effectively can introduce diseases and impact overall flock health. When I'm talking of rodents, I want to talk especially on rats. Rats, killing rats on your farm. You'll be surprised that it can do a lot of benefit for your farm, because you don't take care of those rats. I'm telling you, they are causing a lot of problems for your farm. Apart from the direct destruction of your feed, of your equipment, or whatever, or even eating up your eggs, eating up some DO chicks, causing havoc. They also transmit diseases on the farm. So rat control is a major preoccupation of wise farmers. You want to make sure that you are keeping the population to the barest minimum on your farm. Rodent control. You don't do that, you are losing a lot of money. Let me give you an example. You have about 20 bags of feed, maybe in the store. Instead for the rat to look at particular, okay, if you are in this place, let's begin to eat up this one bag. No, the 10 bags of feed, they are going to punch everything and be wasting everything. they will punch it, they will waste it, they will defecate on it, and then use the same thing to feed your birds. They cause a lot of problems. By the way, if you have problem with controlling rats on your farm, you can make a comment below. Just put a comment, put your WhatsApp number or your email. I will send to you information about some powerful rat killers that we sell a lot of it to the industry, and you can benefit from this product, powerful rat killer. So we do a lot of rat killing in this in the poultry industry in my country, Nigeria. So if you have problem in that area, just put a WhatsApp message to me on the comment below or write your email there. I'm going to send you information about our powerful rat killer so that you can use it to take care of rats on your farm. Number 10, last but not the least, lack of continued education. Lack of continued education. Lack of continued education. Common mistakes that even experienced poultry farmers are often making. They make mistakes in the area of getting updated on constant basis. On constant basis. Failing to stay updated with advancement in poultry farming practices can hinder productivity and profitability. You have to be on the go when it comes to information in any business you are doing, including poultry farming business. You have to be up to date. We live in an era of in an age of information. So nobody has to have an excuse and say, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know." We have different ways for you to get to know a lot of things. And the more skillful you are, the more knowledgeable you have about what you are doing, the better you see results in your farming business. Take, for example, subscribe to this channel, Digest TV, you're going to get a lot of quality presentation. I've made more than 130 videos on farming alone. So you go over them from time to time. And by the way, this Digest TV is going to cover a lot of area in business, in sales and marketing, and even the health, because I believe that the health of farmers or the health of anybody is also very important. That's why the name, the Digest. So it's going to be a loaded channel for you to get updated on different areas of life on constant basis. So lack of continued education is a common mistake among even experienced farmers. Nobody knows it all. You can say, "Oh, I know it all. Oh, I've been in the farming industry for 30 years. Oh, so what is there to know anymore? Oh, I've been there." Look, I read about farming every day. I read about farming every day. So you can't say, "Oh, I've got it to the peak." No, we never arrive. Life is a journey. It's a journey. It's a success is a journey, not a destination. So make sure you stay updated with advancement in poultry farming practices so that you can continue to scale your productivity and, of course, your profitability. Remember that ongoing learning and adaptation are key to successful poultry farming. So for those who are just coming up into the business of poultry farming, this is a very powerful video for you to go again and listen to it again and again. You don't want to make these mistakes. And if you're already making those mistakes as a farmer, please correct those mistakes. You discover that things will begin to shape up in whatever area. Because of these 10 mistakes that are very common, a lot of farmers are packed up. A lot of farmers are not making profits. A lot of farmers are losing money on a daily basis. But because some farmers are looking at these areas and they are trying to bridge it, they are doing very well in farming business. So I want you to do well. Please take control of this mistake and you take control of the destiny of your business. This is the Digest TV. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Deji-Folutile. Please, once again, subscribe to this channel. Take time to like the video and share to other farmers. And of course, you can also even press the bell so that anytime I make a new video, which I'm committed to be doing on constant basis, you can be notified and then you can update your knowledge on this farming business. And of course, at the said I'm going to announce a gift. If you have watched to this point and you want to receive the latest Farming Advice Digest, a magazine, the digital format of it, please put your WhatsApp number on the comment below or your email. I'm going to send to you the latest Farming Advice Digest. It's a magazine that I have been producing with my team for over 18 years. It's free. The print format is free in my country, Nigeria, or anywhere you want to get it from. The digital format is also free. That one, we also post that one on different platforms for you to get it free of charge. We load it on LinkedIn on monthly basis, and we can also send it to you via your email or your WhatsApp if you want it. Farming Advice Digest, the latest edition. I think the edition we have now is number 253. So if you want it, we'll send it to you free of charge. Till I see you again, keep farming. Thank you.